Hey team, welcome to Barefoot Bootcamp. This is program number 8 of volume 3. And today's theme is being able to break frame and gain insight. And I'll give you a quick analogy, quick summary of what this can mean to you. Imagine you're at a party, and at this party, if you know a lot of people, you're going to be able to mingle quite freely. If you don't know a lot of people, you might be a little bit more hesitant. But your ability to navigate from conversation to conversation is based on your ability to break your current frame, enter a new topic of discussion, and then fit yourself to the conversation. Much like movement, that's what we're going to do in this class. We're going to break the traditional frame of what it means to work out with the kettlebell. As a result, you're going to have to kind of restructure and reform and transform what you find central or relevant to your movement, and then refit yourself to the movement pattern. And as always, we'll explain this in detail as we go along. It's going to go from simple to complex. For today's class, all you need is a hard style kettlebell or a sports style. I'm using a 12K because this movement is going to have a lot of rotation, a lot of frontal plane movement, so moving from side to side. And then I also have a dumbbell for the warm-up, the dumbbell flow, which I have a 20, and for you, you can do a 15 or a 10. All of the drills can be done with the dumbbell as well if you wish. Let's get started with a little bit of mobility. I'll let you know when I'm mirroring you and when I'm going to turn profile. Right now, I'm mirroring you, so hands will be by the side, shoulders are down. We're going to do mobility for the neck, starting with the Egyptian. So move your neck over to the right, and then the left. And we're going to do sets of 3, so we got 2 more. This is going to be nice and quick just for the neck. And then looking down, and then up. As you do this, we'll do 2 more. Make sure your shoulders stay down as you lift your chin up. And then we're just going to look side to side, so look to your left, which is my right, and then look to the right, which is your left, and then 2 more. Good, 1 more set. So if you're counting up, we're doing 6 reps, or if you're counting sets, we're doing 3. Now we're going to do a little chin tilt, so drop your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then pull your right shoulder down, and then other side. Good, 2 more like that, 2 more sets. So pulling the opposite shoulder down as the cheek drops to the other side. 1 more. And last one, so make sure that shoulder drops as you drop your chin, or think of lifting your cheek up. Good, last little bit, we're just going to do a big head roll. Drop your cheek to the left, roll it over. 2 more. After this, we're going to get right into the ribs, and then reverse direction. Before we go into our preparatory flow, this class is broken down pretty simple. You have a preparatory flow, and then you have a dumbbell flow, which is kind of your preparatory flow for the kettlebell drills. Now we're going to go right into the rib cage and moving on. And then after the kettlebell flow, we kind of start piecing things together. Hands can go here. You're going to slide your ribs to your left and then back to the right. And then 2 more like that, all the way over. All the way over. Good, 1 more. Now we're going to do a little hip hurdler. So mirroring you, send your left foot in front. Your right leg is behind you. You're going to take your right heel or right toe and bring it to your left toe. And then take your right heel and bring it to your left heel. 2 more like that. It's always good to do a little mobility before you get into any type of yoga, primal play, or animal flow. And it's always usually neck, hips, shoulders, the usual suspects. Stepping back. Now your right foot's in front, your left foot's behind you. Big toe goes to the other big toe. So left toe to right toe, and then right heel to left heel. 2 more like that. Good, 1 more like that. So it's pretty small footprint of movement. No pun intended. And then last one. Very good. We're going to drop it down, going right into a deep 8. Actually, by dropping it down, we're going to start standing. We're going to do a little combo move. So it's going to be here. Arms are going to be wide, turning profile, so not mirroring you anymore. Take the backs of your hands, bring them together as you do concave your chest. Then you're going to flip your palms as if you're trying to bring your thumbs back behind your body. Open up the chest. We'll do 2 more. So we're only doing 3 reps of each. So really concave, reaching back to the hands together. Notice my hips come underneath me, and then I'm going to open up, coming into a tall spine. And then we have one more, tops of the hands. So this is the posture of the upper body posture of your deep eight. Opening up, palms are facing up. I'm externally rotating, thumbs as if I'm trying to touch the backs of my thumbs together. And then last one. Good, walk forward to the top of your mat. We're gonna do a little bit of a modified sissy squat. You're gonna drop your hips. As you do, you can reach your hands down, letting your heels come off, and then send your knees to the top of the mat. Now, this is where you're at, this is where you're at. Or if you can touch the knees, using your hands for support back to the heels, standing up. And then you're gonna reach up and do that again. Now, I want you to reach and kind of open up the chest as you do. Let the knees start to bend. And again, this might be where you're at. If you can continue going, you'll drop the fingertips to the floor, tap the knees on the balls of the feet, and then we'll do one more. Weight towards the center of the foot, flat foot, reaching up, diving back, a little mini back bend here. And then again, I'm letting my knees track forward as my head stays back. Then I'll lift up naturally to the balls of the feet, heels are off the floor, and then I'll do a little bit of a tap. You're gonna send the bum back. Now we are gonna hit the floor. We're gonna do 3 reps on the right, not mirroring you. This is profile, and 3 reps on the left, crab reach. Make sure your hips are an equal distance between the heels and the palms of the hands. Right hand behind you, left elbow comes to the center. You're gonna keep your left elbow hip connected. You're gonna pump up, and then your torso will rotate, reaching back, framing, and then you're gonna return, elbow taps the hip, and you'll drop down. Full extension of the hips, 2 more. And then reaching back, framing the face. See how close it is to you? Bring it back down, last one. Square shoulders, hips come up, your torso will rotate. You're gonna reach back, framing the face, looking behind you, and then dip down. Switch hands, left hand goes behind, fingers can face back or tight shoulders face to the side, elbows in, full hip extension, and then I'm gonna rotate torso, looking back behind me, come back through, tap, and drop. All of that in this little movement. Can you believe it? Like, what's going on right now? So you should be able to feel your feet at the end of this position. So this is landmark 1. Landmark 2 at the top, make sure you rotate your bottom hand out. We're gonna drop down, coming through, and easy as, just gonna give me 3 rock and roll, and we're gonna roll right into a dragon lunge. On the last one, more momentum, come through, come into a dragon lunge, your left leg is behind you, right foot outside right pinky. From your dragon lunge, you're gonna rotate into Skandasana using your hands. We'll do that 2 more times. So dragon lunge, the key point on this one is that your lead foot, your right foot's gonna turn as you lift up the ball of your left foot, rolling to the heel. We got 1 more. Moving your left hand back slightly, it'll be in line so that way you can kind of support yourself. Last one. And then we're just gonna step back through tabletop position. Left foot's gonna go forward, stepping right into the dragon lunge. Hips aren't too low or too high, they're kind of nice and balanced. You're gonna rotate to the inside of your body. Right leg is gonna go from the ball of the foot to the inside edge to the heel of the foot. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And when you come back, it's the same thing. Inside edge, ball of the foot. We got 1 more. Skandasana is scandalous. No, it's not scandalous. It's just a nice little innocent yoga pose. Coming back through dragon lunge. Now, easy as, you're gonna step back into a plank position. Spread your feet about hip width distance. Downward dog. Pedal the knees out for a hot moment. We're gonna go from high scorpion to a low plank scorpion to a toe tap. 3 times on the right. So right leg will come up. Open up the hip by bending the knee. Then you're gonna drop into a low scorpion plank. The knee will track underneath you. Stay in your plank position. Rotate to the outside edge of your left foot. Tap your right big toe to the mat, and then come back. And then send it back up. 2 more times. So high scorpion. You're gonna come into a low scorpion. Track your hips underneath you, and then rotate. Outside edge of left foot as your big fat toe taps. And by big fat toe, I mean big muscular toe. Last one, open up the hip, drop, squeeze core, rotate. Waist is what's rotating here. My hips are moving to the side. Come back through, down to the dog. As your right leg goes down, pedal it out for a hot moment. Left side, best side, so open up. Swoop the leg up as if you're gonna kick the back wall. And hint, hint, there might be a scorpion kick coming in your future. From here, just drop straight into a plank position. Make sure your shoulders are over the wrist. Then I just rotate. My waist is what's allowing me to do this rotation. Because my hips are in a fixed position. I'm just shifting my hips to the left because we're not mirroring one another. So here, tight core, and then just shift, letting your waist rotate as you send the belly towards the spine. One last high scorpion. We go into plank and then low scorpion, toe tap, coming back through, down dog. We'll do one vinyasa. You can drop the knees, lower down halfway, inhale upward. Exhale downward, send the hips back towards the heel. So that's your preparatory flow. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a main flow, the main course. We're gonna do right side, left side 3 times, and we're gonna go right into the dumbbell section. Walk to the top of the mat. You're gonna need it for this one. This time we're gonna do the deep ape from a low malasana squat position. Upper body, you know, tops of the hands go together. As you send the knees forward, you're gonna reach the hands to the sky. Let the knees tap. Right hand's gonna reach back, frame the left face like you're doing a crab reach, look back, you're gonna glide the right hand back, press the hips all the way up, and then reset, shift your weight forward, and do that again. 2 more times, just the right side, so not mirroring you. Knees will touch as your hands go up, going to the balls of the feet, reaching up and back. Left arm's gonna frame the face like you would in a crab reach. You can touch the heel. You're gonna continue looking back. Glide your right hand far enough back so that when you press your hips up into the crab reach, you have a full extension of your hips. And then one more time, looking forward. I am pushing off the right hand a little bit just to send my weight forward. Malasana, knees go towards the floor as my hands go up and back. Little mini back bend here, then right hand is gonna waterfall to the right here, heel, and then framing the face, glide it back. That waterfall word messed me up. And then crab reach it. Good. Push off the hand a little bit, or you can just fold yourself in, shift your center of gravity forward, and then we're gonna go right to the other side. So knees touch. So we're doing 3 times on the other side. Left hand waterfalls back, grabbing the heel, framing the face. I'm already in a crab reach position with my upper body. Glide the hand back, press the hips up, rotate left hand bicep out. And then I can either push or just shift my center of gravity forward, and then do it again, 2 more times. Reaching up, grabbing the heel, framing the face, gliding the hand back, and then pressing the hips up, already in a crab reach position, dipping the hip. You can either push, send it forward. Now we're gonna make this last one, a little more fluid. So look, I'm here, glide. Ooh. And then back through, come up, tap it out for a hot second. We're just gonna do easy jumping jack, 30 seconds as you get ready. So that's part of your main flow. And we're gonna link everything together in a seamless fashion from simple to complex. Again, pay attention to your ability to break your traditional frame, transform or restructure yourself, and then refit yourself back to what you gotta do. So what you find central, what you find significant might change as you get better at diving into your movement, looking for that insight. Grab your dumbbell. I am gonna mirror you. These drills are all gonna be about 30 seconds, so not too long, not too short, just to get you used to the movement. Mirroring you, you have the bell in your right hand. It's gonna go back to your right hand. We're gonna do a figure 8 exchange. Your left hand's gonna go behind you and drop as you thread through the legs.